Thanks, Caoirleach. And I actually agree with Willie's last sentiment. If Brexit turns out to be much nicer than we think, I'm not going to give you the credit for it, but if it turns out to be a disaster, I won't blame you either, because we're in the hands of the Brits and they don't even know what they're going to want themselves, so it won't be our fault or credit. Minister, you say developing new markets and growing existing markets based on market insights, one of the 5 themes of Foodwise 2025. We had a little debate about food exports to Iran here last week, and you intimated that they're buying cheaper from Brazil and Australia and New Zealand, and which they are, but they actually do want beef of a higher quality as well, which Ireland has, and we should be looking to export to Iran. We also should get over ourselves and get out of that nonsense of sanctions with Russia and get back on the good terms with them and sell beef and lamb to them as well. Minister, even if Brexit was not happening, there are, as I've pointed out here for the last few years, massive challenges facing the way we do farming anyway in this country. And our overly dependence on dairy and cattle is problematic in a number of different ways, not just environmental, but it can be problematic as well because of the knock-on effect with exports. And we know that global warming is going to bring more unfavourable and unpredictable weather in the future, and we've seen with repeated fodder shortages, all the more reason why we should be controlling the numbers in dairy and beef. And we shouldn't have allowed the numbers to go so high, and the numbers will need reducing in the long term. Minister, your department repeatedly makes the claim that we do beef and dairy better, so it's irresponsible to allow other producers to fill the space we occupy in the market. Not only are these claims not supported by evidence, a number of recent reports have highlighted how we are nowhere near being the most emission-efficient producers in this field. And just Professor Alan Matthews of Trinity pointed out recently that a UN Food and Agriculture Organisation report showed a study found that Irish greenhouse gas emissions per kilogram of milk are the 4th highest in the EU, exceeded only by Poland, Estonia and Bulgaria. Now, Minister, there are advantages to be won here. It can be seen as opportunity as well. We can't continue in the way we're going because it's not sustainable. And the effect that we've seen with the beef prices is a perfect example of the fact that we need to have a better handle on how we're doing things, and we do have to reduce the size of the herds. But I mean, global warming can be also seen as an opportunity, Minister. Different parts of Ireland can be suitable for growing different produce that may not have been a runner before. I mean, some people are even starting to grow wine and hemp, right, which are perfect examples. Great idea, Minister. Organic farming should be a priority for the department, and it has a lot of positive effects. And people like the Llewellyns and McNally's in North Dublin and the Denisons in Waterford are very good examples of how good things can be done. Much of the agricultural land in Ireland has been depleted through intensive farming over the years, and organic farming can address that. The insect population is in free fall, and organic farming can address that too. There is increased cap payments for smaller herd numbers if they are raised organically, meaning that the supports are there from Europe to make the transition. The land can be protected, the herd can be reduced, and space can be freed up to diversify what farms produce, and farmers can look for a premium for a better, healthier, more climate-friendly product. At present, only 1% of farmers grow vegetables, the lowest in the EU, and we have only 2% organic produce from the agricultural sector. We are food insecure, and that's a fact. We even import 2/3 of our animal feed from abroad, more than any other EU country. And in relation to vegetables, I'm actually one who would believe in protecting Irish farmers and the price they get for the vegetables, and stop the bag of carrots coming in for 45 cents. The same as, I'll tell you what, go around Italy and see if you ever see a high-ace van in it, right? They just ignore the EU rules on it. They protect feet. They wouldn't let him in, and they never have. You wouldn't see one there because they're protecting feet. I'll tell you what now, the Italians now, I'll give you a few lessons in handling the EU fellas, right? There's a sizable sector of the farming community that wants to do things differently. Oh, I will, yeah, let me know in a sec. right? But they're being forced to do it without the department, and in fact, sometimes it involves conflict for them with the government, the big farmers, the big processors and the retailers. The Talamh Bio group set up in Galway recently is a perfect example, and they see what's at stake and what needs to change. And to quote a member of the group, Fergal Anderson, he said, "People want good food, a good natural environment, the same things farmers want. They want farmers to make a living and take care of the land. Farmers at the moment have to maximise everything and be good business people rather than good farmers. We've people involved with different ways of managing, micro-dairy, direct marketing beef, rebuilding local markets, rebuilding soil. The industry has its representation," he says. "What we don't have is someone battling from the other corner. We say the dominant model of production is too hard on the land, on the environment. The beef market is flooded with dairy calves. What you do doesn't happen in isolation, it has an impact. Why are more feeds grown in Ireland rather than imported? We can develop hemp growing, looking at different investment models. There hasn't been long-term investment in processing industries. Whereas the wool, the hardwood timber, the hemp get processed." Time for change, Minister. Thank you.